Now I realize that if we're going to be doing this in the order that step 42 says to do it in, it looks like they want us to put this piece of photo etch on first. However, I'm thinking maybe this little piece here, maybe I should get it on before I lose it. And I think the easiest way to put it on, like this piece right here is H30. It goes on right here. So I'm thinking the easiest way to put it on would probably be to have the large part standing on its back, and then just drop that and wiggle it into place, and maybe just a tiny little bit of extra thin. Yeah, let's see what we can do there. Readjust the camera so that you can see what's going on. Now I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you're too far away. But you notice there's a little notch right there that this sort of goes down into. Something like this. And I don't think it's going to take very much extra thin there to hold that in place. I was going to use my new bottle, but I can't get the lid off. Okay. Now just a teensy weensy little bit here. There. Now you can see where the extra thin sort of discolored the paint just a little bit. Don't worry, I'm not going to put on the super macro. I'm going to save that for special occasions. Actually, I think for the super macro, I'm not going to be using it too much anymore until I get a special tripod made up that's going to accommodate my focusing rail, because it's just too hard to focus this that lens with the tripod that I'm using right now. Yeah. Now, why can't I open this new bottle? My goodness. There it goes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, somebody's going to see the Band-Aid. Ron cut himself. Yeah, I did. I was cutting up carrots for the rabbits there not too long ago, and I nicked my knuckle with a butcher knife. And I put a little bit of isopropyl on it, and it's okay. The only thing that really worried me about it is that people are going to see this, and I'm going to get comments now about my knuckle was too close to the blade. I know. Anyway, let's carry on here.
Now, I sort of remember somebody saying something to the effect of, if you keep your eye on the blade, you'll never stick your knuckle in the blade, or something like that.
Now, a little bit ago I was talking about my focusing rail. Well, that's what this is. The camera mounts on here. This part mounts on a tripod or a special base. And then when you turn this knob, this goes back and forth, in and out, and that's the way the camera lens would focus. Yeah, if you have a lens that doesn't focus, the way a normal lens does, yeah, you use something like this. It's called a focusing rail. So I want to make a special bracket for it, heavy-duty bracket. Anyway, why am I having such a hard time to get going here? Okay, our little piece of photo etch has already got little, you might say, kinks in it, so that it will have a tendency to naturally want to bend in the right place. And one of them is right here, like this, and the other one would be out here, I guess. Yeah, you see that? It just has a tendency to naturally want to bend. And I'll move in a little bit so you can see it, but well, yeah, I'll move in first and then I'll explain. Okay, so you can see on the roof and on the side of the building, or hangar I guess it is, that it's sort of embossed, so it lets you know where to put the ladder. I believe that the ladder, the not the rungs, but the other part, what would you call that, the rails, anyway, are supposed to actually sit on top of those, so that the ladder is slightly raised. I don't know, I don't think it's supposed to go between the lines, I think it's supposed to go on the lines. Let me move in a little closer here. Okay, so you can see now where this is raised on the roof, and like I was saying, I think the ladder is supposed to sit on top of the lines, not between them, because the lines are too close together. I'm probably not going to be able to get it just right. I'm going to do the best I can. Probably going to have to glue this off camera. Okay, I'm wrong. They do go between the lines. And if I hold that there, just like that, oops.
But sadly I was wrong again. I was wrong in that I was right the first time. Yeah, the ladder was supposed to sit on top of the lines. That other line I got mixed up there, and I guess I just couldn't see it, that there was 3 lines there. Yeah, well, no one's going to see it anyway.
Yeah, I'll just work my way around, just like that. Don't want to break it loose either. I'm not going to make the mistake of putting too much on. I'm going to try not to make the mistake of gluing my finger to it. Okay, I don't think that was quite the right spot. It should be more this way here. But it's too late now. Let's see what happens when I let go. Yep, stayed there. Okay, now we turn it around. A little down here somewhere. Now it seems like it sets up fairly quickly. Yeah, that's set up already. Okay, let's quit while we're ahead. Okay, I do believe we're pulling these out for the last time now. And they're going to go on the side here. I guess the easiest way is just put them on and then drop on a little bit of extra thin. We'll do sort of a dry run here, make sure it's going to fit. Oh, it feels pretty good. Okay, does that look like it's on? Yeah. They went on pretty good. Okay, now just a little bit of extra thin. Let it wick its way in. Maybe if we turn them around here, you'll be able to see it a little better. Okay, changing plans here. Okay, this is just holding it down. And I think it'll be a lot better if I was to apply the glue from the bottom and let it wick its way up that way. That way, if it discolors anything along this edge here, it's not going to make any difference. That's going to be against the deck anyway. Okay, now rather than putting them all on at the same time, I think I'll just do them one at a time. Now, just gently hold it on here. Now I've got a little bit more time than when I was using the CA thin. Just let this kind of work its way into the, mix the plastics together there. That's what I'm doing right now. At least that's my theory. I do have that on the right way up, don't I? Yeah. Because I think this one could go upside down if you wanted to make a mistake. Okay. Doesn't seem to be picking very much up. Maybe I should be using my new one. Oh yeah, I did. You can see the paint sort of oozing out of the top there. At least I can from my perspective, maybe you can't. Yeah, I think this was a good idea to do them upside down. Okay, one more to go. Oh, I'm taking the paint off. That's not good. If I take the paint off, I want to be doing it on the bottom here, not the side. Several hours has passed now, and everything here is about as dry as it's going to get. And about 5 years ago or so, I was doing a series on the Laguna Resaw King blade. It was more of a rant than a series. And I was complaining about the fact that, Laguna had, misadvertised, in my opinion, their blade. Anyway, in one of those rants, I said something to the effect of, you could take a piece of glass, and if you moved in on the surface close enough, even it would look rough. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is At a normal viewing distance, this little thing doesn't look too bad. But when you move right in close on it, you can really understand how flat paint works. In other words, the surface is kind of rough, kind of like the walls and ceiling in a sound room where they want to make the room really dead. You know, if you want to, try out speakers or something like that for your surround sound system, and you try them out in a really dead room. Anyway, you notice this doesn't look too bad when you see it at a distance, but when you move right in on it, it looks really lumpy. And a few of the viewers have commented on that. Well, that's how flat paint works. Now, because this is lumpy paint, it also means that a liquid will wick on it really, really easy. And one of the viewers, I think it was Tony, was saying if I could use the Panaline accent color, and he suggested black, which I have. But my experience is that when I try to do that to highlight some of the little places, it wicks off where you don't want it and badly stains this flat paint. So I'm probably not going to try it. I'm sure there's a way to do it that works really well, but I don't know how to do it, and I'm just not that artistic, I guess. What I am good at is poking at stuff when I don't need to. Oh, and you'll notice that at a distance, you really don't notice that that little ladder isn't exactly right, unless you look real close, and have it just straight on to you. Then you can see that I didn't put it quite in the right place. But, when a person's, looking at it normally, you don't really notice that. Okay, we've done all of these steps here, and we've got all of these pieces put on except for the loudspeaker. And I believe the easiest way to do the loudspeaker will be to put this on its side and just sort of drop it down in place. It'll be interesting to see if it's going to fit here. Now, if I look at the drawing in the manual, there's two ways that this can go on, a right way and a wrong way. And I'm thinking that I want to make sure that I get it the right way. Maybe I'll use these tweezers here. Try not to scratch the paint off. Okay, I believe I got it. Okay. I'm thinking here that when I touch this with the applicator, it's going to move on me. Now, I was just thinking if I was to lay something on here that would bridge, well, I guess this is going to have to be a little bit more level, but it would bridge from here to here. It would keep this piece from, wanting to move. It's maybe it wouldn't move. It seems to be kind of stuck in there. No, it's too loose. Look at that. It just stuck to the rubber. Now I got to start all over again. Okay, I've got it leveled up with a piece of cardboard here. I'm afraid of squeezing it too hard because I don't want to, take the paint off. I guess I could always take my little 000 brush and touch it up. Good thing I can cut out a lot of this tomfoolery in the editing. Why is it I got it so quickly before and now all of a sudden I can't get it? Okay, there. No. Okay, I think that looks straight. Okay, I want to be careful now not to bump anything. I think it got down in there. Okay, a couple of minutes has passed now. I think it's probably safe to take this off. Now, this side here, I don't think I did very good. I didn't really see it drop down into the little hole there that the peg goes into. That was a mistake. And try it again. Now I went and I smeared the paint. Well, we'll see how it looks after it dries. J6, 8, and H47 go here, here, and here. I'll get it. Okay, here's H61 and our two little vents that go on the end here, and these 8 pieces that we're going to be putting on here, 2, 4, 6, 8, they go in these various slots here. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. We're kind of running out of time here today. I was hoping to get step 42 finished today. Now you will remember we had 2 vents, and one of them, the bottom here, was different from the other, and I remember saying something about it'd be easy to get them mixed up. Might work better just with my fingers here. Okay, I think that's straight up and down. This back part right here is supposed to be perpendicular, and I think it pretty much is. Now the old applicator is the one on the top and the new one is on the bottom. I was just noticing a while ago it seems like the old one is actually better than the new one. Although now that I want to show it to you on camera, it's making a liar out of me. Yeah, the bottom one seems to be a little bit more, I don't know, splayed out. In other words, it doesn't come to a fine point like the old one on the top. So I'll probably, when I switch bottles, I'll switch applicators and use the old applicator. Well, this finishes step 42. And it looks like 43. Well, it looks pretty much the same. Oh no, we're still on this piece. We just got to put some more photo etch on it. Oh boy, photo etch. Yummy. But that's going to have to be tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.